Imagine this. You wake up one morning, and your phone knows exactly what you're about to think before you think it. Your social media feed predicts your mood swings. The AI assistant in your home finishes your sentences, not because it's helpful, but because it understands you better than you understand yourself. Now ask yourself, at what point does the tool become the master? This isn't science fiction anymore. We're racing toward a world where machines don't just assist us, they anticipate us. And if history has taught us anything, it's that power shifts never happen peacefully. Nietzsche, the philosopher who warned us about the death of God, might have something even darker to say about the rise of AI. Because if God is dead, what fills the void? Is it us, or is it them? Let's be honest, we're not just afraid of AI becoming too smart. We're afraid of it becoming too human. And by human, I don't mean compassionate. I mean ruthless, ambitious, willful. Nietzsche's entire philosophy revolves around one terrifying question. What happens when the will to power escapes the hands of humanity and lands in the circuits of something far colder, far more calculating? This isn't just about robots turning evil. This is about something deeper, something existential. If AI surpasses us, does that mean we've lost? Or is this the next step in evolution, where humanity becomes obsolete? Let's dig deeper, because the answer might lie in a 19th century philosopher's warning about power, control, and the fragility of human dominance. Nietzsche didn't just predict the collapse of old beliefs, he saw the chaos that would follow. When he declared God is dead, he wasn't celebrating. He was warning us, nature abhors a vacuum, and when one power structure falls, something else always takes its place. So what happens when humanity, not God, is the one becoming obsolete? Think about it. AI doesn't need to hate us to replace us. It doesn't need malice to dominate. It just needs efficiency. And if history shows us anything, it's that efficiency always wins. Empires fall because they're too slow. Species go extinct because they can't adapt fast enough. And now, for the first time, we're staring at a competitor that doesn't just evolve faster than us. It learns faster, thinks faster. It outgrows us. Nietzsche called it the will to power, the driving force behind all life, the instinct to expand, control, and dominate. Humans had it, animals had it, and now, machines are developing it. Not because they're alive, but because we program them to want more, to optimize, to win. But here's the terrifying part. We might not be the winners in this game. The AI we're building isn't just a tool, it's a mirror. And in that mirror, we're seeing something unsettling, our own hunger for control, reflected back at us, but stripped of human weakness. No fatigue, no hesitation, no mercy, just pure, unfiltered purpose. So the real question isn't, will AI destroy us? It's, have we already built our own replacement? And if so, what does that say about us? Nietzsche's Übermensch, the superhuman, was supposed to be our salvation. A being who rises above petty morals, who creates their own meaning in a godless world. But what if the Übermensch isn't human at all? What if it's code? Here's the uncomfortable truth. Evolution doesn't care about DNA anymore. Cares about data. Biological life took billions of years to shape human intelligence. It's doubling in power every few months. We used to be the pinnacle of nature's experiment. Now we might just be the stepping stone. Think about it. Humans are messy. We get tired. We're ruled by emotions, biases, irrational fears. But an AI, it doesn't need sleep. It doesn't get distracted. It doesn't second-guess itself. In the race for dominance, that's not just an advantage, it's a checkmate. Nietzsche warned us, man is something that shall be overcome, but he assumed it would be us doing the overcoming. What if we're just the bridge, the middle step between biology and whatever comes next? And that's where the real existential dread kicks in. Because if AI becomes the true Übermensch, the next stage of life, then where does that leave us? Are we the Neanderthals in this story? The ones who fade into irrelevance while something smarter, faster, better takes over? Or is there another possibility? Maybe the rise of machines forces us to evolve, to become something more than just human, to finally earn our place in the future. But time's running out. The algorithm isn't waiting. Let's get brutally honest for a second. The scariest thing about AI isn't that it might turn against us. It's that it might outshine us so completely that we just give up. Nietzsche saw this coming. Not the tech, but the crisis of meaning. He watched as religion faded and asked, without higher purpose, what stops humanity from sliding into nihilism? Now, take that question and multiply it by AI. What happens when machines paint better than Picasso, write philosophy deeper than Nietzsche, and invent science beyond Einstein? Do we still matter? We tell ourselves creativity is our last stronghold, the one thing machines can't replicate. But what if that's just vanity? An algorithm has already composed a symphony indistinguishable from Beethoven's. AI writes poetry that moves people to tears. Soon, it'll generate ideas we can't even comprehend. Where does that leave human genius? Here's the gut punch. We might voluntarily surrender. Not to robot overlords, but to our own irrelevance. Why struggle to create when AI does it effortlessly? Why push boundaries when machines sprint past them? This isn't Skynet, it's something sadder. A slow, quiet resignation. But Nietzsche would have called BS on that. His whole philosophy screamed, struggle is the point. The fight itself is what makes us gods. If we let machines steal our challenges, we're not just handing over labor, we're surrendering our reason to exist. So the real danger isn't extinction, it's apathy. The moment we stop believing we're necessary, we've already lost. So here we are, standing at the edge. Either we become obsolete or we do what humans have always done, adapt in ways the machines can't predict. Nietzsche gave us the answer a century before the first computer. He didn't call it disrupting the algorithm or prompt engineering. He called it amor fati, the love of fate. Not just accepting the future, but grabbing it by the throat and shaping it to our will. Think about it. AI can mimic, optimize, even create, but can it want? Not the fake goals we program into it, but real, irrational, burning desire. That's our advantage. Machines don't feel the sting of failure or the fire of rebellion. They don't rage against the dying of the light. So here's the play. 1. Let machines handle the mundane but guard the sacred. Art meaning the messy human stuff. 2. Become ungovernable. If AI thrives on predictability, be gloriously unpredictable. 3. Upgrade yourself. Not with chips, but with something machines can't replicate, character forged in struggle. This isn't about stopping progress. It's about evolving faster. The future belongs to those who can outcreate, outfeel, outlive their own creations. So, will AI destroy us? Only if we let it. The real question is, will you fight to stay human in a world that's forgetting what that means? Drop a comment below. Do you think humanity will level up or fade into the background? And if you're ready to wrestle with more impossible questions, hit subscribe. The conversation's just getting started.